Let's slow down. Creation has completed its first movement. The world exists. Life moves. Consciousness has appeared. Rest has been tasted. But now the story begins again, not from the outside, from within. These are the generations of the heavens and the earth, in the day that the Lord God made them. Something shifts here. The language changes. The rhythm tightens. The perspective narrows. We're no longer looking at the structure of the universe. We're entering the structure of the human being. And the Lord God formed the human from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. Dust and breath, matter and spirit. The Zohar says that human is made from both lower and higher worlds, not as a mixture, but as a meeting place. You're not divided between body and soul. You're where they touch. Across traditions, this same image appears. In Greek thought, the human stands between animal and divine. In Hindu philosophy, the body is prakriti, matter, and the breath is prana, life force. In Chinese medicine, life arises where heaven and earth meet in the body. In Sufi language, the human is the isthmus, the place where two oceans meet without collapsing into each other. Different expressions, same recognition. You're not one thing, you're a bridge. And God planted a garden and placed the human there. The Garden of Eden, often imagined as a place, a location, a lost world somewhere behind us. But the Zohar says something quieter. Eden is not geography, it's a state of consciousness, a way of being where everything is in right relation, nothing grasped, nothing rejected, nothing divided against itself. The garden isn't outside you, it's the condition under which you are whole. And in the center of this garden, two trees, the tree of life and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Not many trees, two. The Zohar tells us these are not botanical objects, they're modes of awareness. The tree of life is direct knowing, unity, presence without fragmentation, the experience of reality before it's divided into parts. The tree of knowledge is different. It's the ability to distinguish, to categorize, to compare, to judge, good and evil, right and wrong, this and that. This isn't a mistake, it's a necessary capacity. Across cultures, this tension appears again and again. In Buddhism, it's the difference between direct awareness and conceptual mind. In Taoism, between the Tao and the naming of things. In philosophy, between being and interpretation. In psychology, between experience and the story we tell about it. The moment you name something, you separate from it. And yet, without naming, you can't navigate the world. Both trees are necessary, but they're not meant to be confused. The tree of life gives you being. The tree of knowledge gives you orientation. The problem begins when orientation replaces being, when you stop experiencing life and begin only evaluating it. The text says the human is placed in the garden to tend it and to guard it, not to conquer it, not to own it, to tend and to guard. The Zohar understands this as a subtle responsibility to maintain balance, to receive life without grasping it, to participate without claiming ownership. Because something changes the moment you try to possess what was meant to be experienced. Across traditions, this insight echoes quietly. In Zen, grasping creates suffering. In Stoicism, attachment disturbs the mind. In indigenous wisdom, the land is not owned, it's related to. In mystical Christianity, control separates from grace. Different languages, same movement. The shift from participation to possession. This is where the human story begins, not with sin, not with punishment, but with a change in relationship, from being within the garden to standing apart from it. And yet, at this moment in the text, nothing has gone wrong. The human stands in balance, breath moving gently, awareness still open, life and knowledge both present. This is the original condition, not perfection, but harmony. So what does this mean for us? It means that Eden isn't lost, it's obscured. Every time you return to direct experience, before judgment, before labeling, before narrative, you touch the tree of life. Every time you think, compare, decide, you engage the tree of knowledge. Both are happening constantly. The question isn't which one exists. The question is which one leads. Can you think without losing presence? Can you choose without losing connection? This is the work of tending the garden. You're not outside of Eden looking in. You're within it, learning how not to forget. Your breath is the entrance. Your attention is the gate. And every moment offers the same quiet invitation. Will you experience this, or will you only name it? The story is about to move. Desire will enter. Separation will deepen. Awareness will fracture into self-consciousness. But not yet. For now, remain here, in the garden within the garden, where life is given before it's divided, where knowing hasn't yet replaced being, where the human stands between earth and heaven, not torn, but whole. This is the beginning of the inner story, and everything that follows will unfold from here.